from Kearney Chiropractic Center. I'm here today with one of our community partners, Jason Plotkin of Plotkin
Hi, everybody.
Legal Team. They're right down the street here in Parkville, right down the street from our office. And today we just wanted to come to you and introduce them to you and let you know some do's and don'ts of what to do after a car accident. We think this is a very timely piece because this is the time of year when there's going to be more cars on the road with kids going back to school. So let us know what you think about that.
Sure. It's a tough time of year for people that have been involved in motor vehicle accidents. You're busy. You're going on vacation. Your coworkers are going on vacation, so there's not coverage. You can't leave the office early. You're in a rush to get places for your kids. You don't want to stick around the scene of an accident to do the steps that are important. But if you don't do them from day one, from second one, it's going to be very hard for you to recover later. It's going to make your whole process much more difficult. So you do want to call 911. That's very important. Have the police show up. So the police officer can do a written information exchange. A written information exchange could be the difference in your case later because it proves that the person was there. The officer saw them. If the police do not show up, make sure you take photos of the other person's identification, their insurance card, their registration, their driver's license, their vehicle, their license plate. All that important stuff is very helpful later. Also, take pictures before you move the vehicles. That can help show the positions of the cars on the roadway in case somebody challenges your version of events. If you have those pictures, we can help argue in a court of law to a judge or a jury how the accident really happened. And pictures are very powerful. You also want to make sure you do not give a recorded statement to your insurance company. You do not need to have, many instances you do not need to give a recorded statement. But
That's interesting because they often call you right away, within 24 hours.
And what happens? You're concussed, you're in pain, and you start talking.
Yes.
And then you don't remember what you said later. And Maryland is very difficult because it's called a contributory negligent state. So if you're 1% at fault, 1% contributing, you can't recover. And an insurance company,
What does that mean in layman's terms? You can't recover.
You can't recover damages for your property, for your bodily injury, for pain and suffering. You're barred in Maryland. So insurance companies, they're very good at trying to walk you down a path that gets you to that 1%. Did you not have your blinker on? Did you not stop fast enough? Were you distracted while you were driving? They try to get that information out so they can use it later, even your own insurance company. So you need to go to an experienced attorney and discuss whether you truly need to give a recorded statement. And if you do, and if you're with us, you'll be in this conference room. We'll do it together, and we'll limit the scope of what they can ask you.
That's really good. So what else are some of the other don'ts?
Sure. Well, don't admit liability. Even if you think you might be at fault, you might not be at fault.
Okay.
Do not post on social media. Insurance companies love to go on Facebook and find comments about what happened.
And I bet they can find your stuff even if you have a private profile.
Oh yeah, even if you're private, this is Baltimore, it's Baltimore.
Yeah.
Friends of friends can view your stuff. So a friend of a friend likes it, it might show up to an insurance adjuster, an insurance investigator, another attorney. You never know who has access because privacy is really hard to accomplish online.
Yeah, especially when it's social media.
Exactly.
Right.
It's designed to share it organically.
Right. Okay, so what else should you do? I mean, now why would a person want to hire an attorney if they're in an accident?
Well, a good rule of thumb is every time you speak to an insurance company on your own, you're devaluing your case. We can help navigate the process and take over that correspondence.
Yeah.
We also, you're hurt.
Yeah.
Focus on medical treatment. That's what we like to tell our clients. Focus on getting better, getting to a good doctor.
Like us.
Exactly. That's one of the most important things is get medical treatment right away.
Right.
Because soft tissue injuries, which are common in these types of accidents, they take a while to heal and a while to come to fruition. Your injuries can take several days to really show themselves. Sometimes several weeks or months if it's something that's going to require surgery. Yeah. It's important to make a record with a doctor.
And if you don't want to be a surgical candidate, chiropractic is your best bet against that. And I will say that anyone who comes from Jason's office or anyone who's been in a car accident that calls our office, we always get them in within 72 hours of their phone call. So the quicker you call, really you want to get your evaluation and your first treatment within 72 hours of that to give you your best shot at getting a complete 100% healing, depending on the extent of the injuries.
Yeah, and if you're hurt and you can't get in, go to the emergency room.
Yeah.
Go to Express Care, Patient First, one of those types of places, and then you can follow up and get chiropractic and physical therapy. But it's important to get medical treatment right away.
Yeah, because the ER can also do the MRIs, CT scans, and those things that we might have to send you out for anyway, and then you can come into our office with those. But it's very important. A lot of times people think, well, I can't afford an attorney, so what do you have to say about that?
But you only pay us if we win,
Exactly.
or we can recover money for you.
I think that's a common misconception because people think lawyers are just very expensive, and with car accidents, a lot of people come into our office and don't understand that, they actually will get more money, usually walk away with more money in the end, because attorneys are trained to negotiate with the insurance companies. They're trained to go to court if need be, and they're taking a portion of that settlement, but only if they win your case, and you often are walking away with a lot more money than if you had tried to negotiate it on your own.
Sure.
And that's been my experience.
We're in it with you. We're risking our time and our money because we pay for the expenses.
Yeah.
Pay for medical records. If you go to the hospital, it's going to be expensive, especially if you're admitted, to get those records. You get the police reports. We know where to get all your bills. If you go to the emergency room, you're probably going to get bills from 3-4 places.
Yeah.
We know about those because the worst thing you can do is settle your case quickly, and then all of a sudden you start getting bills months later that you weren't even aware of.
Yeah. And they will put it right on your credit too,
Yeah.
too, if you don't pay them. So, all right. So to wrap it up, I think the biggest thing is to get treatment within 72 hours. To call 911 if you're in an accident. To take pictures. Don't post on social media, and to partner with an attorney, knowing that they're in it with you, they're on your side, and they're going to be getting you the most, taking all the stress and hassle off you, so you can just focus on getting better. And even if you're busy, these injuries can show up later down the road, 5-10 years down the road, as degenerative issues. And then we see patients later that say, oh, well, I had an accident, but it was 10 years ago, and that's why they're in pain today. So don't put it off. Just partner with us and partner with Jason, and it'll be stress-free, hassle-free, and you'll be back on your feet in no time. All right? So stay safe out there, guys. Thanks a lot.
Bye, everybody.